discouragement to a business.
Yes. Come on now. Oh, God, thank you, Lord.
So, before you do that, I'm going to give you a dumb tongue for a minute. And then after you see what I said happens, then I'll restore you. So, some of you are in a place like Elizabeth. You've been holding on. You've been trusting God. You've been waiting for God to do it. Yeah, I didn't say you dotted every I and you crossed every T. No, you didn't do that. Because we all get the murmuring and complaining. This flesh is getting away. Talk back to me now. This flesh will get you jacked up. But nonetheless, they stayed right there. And they fulfilled God's promise. And God sent his angel Gabriel that stands right there with him and said, go tell him I heard him. And not only did I hear him, but I'm going to give him a son. And his name is going to be John. Now, that's the thing that gets me. The people that was around them, because they said when they heard that Elizabeth was going to have a child, they came with joy. They was happy for him. But when they got there, they wanted to call the shots. They wanted to tell her, like they were part of their suffering. Y'all can hear me. Watch people that want to give you advice that didn't go through what you went through. Watch people that got an answer for you that come in and they haven't been to hell where you live. They haven't laid in the snot of tears on your pillow and they're trying to give you some advice. You know they jacked up and messed up, but yet and still they want to tell you what to do. But when you hear from God, you got to know what God said. So here, they get ready, they tell Elizabeth, name him Zechariah. She says, see, it's something about a woman after she done been through a few things. Just a few things. She said, no, his name ain't going to be Zechariah. His name going to be John. So they think she bugging, yo. It's that crazy wife he got. Let's go ask him. Y'all ain't never been called crazy? Talk back to me now. We're going to get delivered tonight. So they said, let's go ask Zechariah. But see, what I like about Zechariah now is that he don't call it. He caught it now. He caught it. Because see, he got enough sense to cover his wife. He got enough sense to know what God promised. He said, wait a minute. When I look back and I was going through, where were you at? Wait a minute, she was still standing here. Where were you at? Come on, let me bring it to you. Where were you when the lights got cut off? And I still had to go and work the temple. Where were you when the car got repossessed? And I still had to go work the temple. Where were you when the house got, oh my God. Where were you? He said his name, and he wrote it, will be called John. And the Lord loosed his tongue. See, at this point, let me help those of you that's there. In their life, John and Zechariah and Elizabeth understood that John was like no other name. There was no other name called John. And what they wanted was at a place of change. And that's why God gave them a name that wasn't common to any other name. Because you're at a place of change.